Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh dear, need to sort my hair out. I've come to Starbucks. It's my day off. Grandma's looking after the kids and it is lovely, and like I was like, oh, I'll come and I'll park in a specific place that will be really inconspicuous, so like I can chat to the camera and not everyone can see me. Anyway, the specific place I wanted was gone because Starbucks is really busy today, and then I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll park over here. So I've parked in this little bit and thinking it'd be really inconspicuous, which it is for people coming up that direction, and not for everyone in the shop over there who are probably currently staring at me looking at my phone. It's embarrassing. Anyway, we're just going to pretend it's not awkward. Thought I'd give you the October homeschooling update, tell you how we are getting on. I have massively enjoyed getting back into the routine of September. The summer is always crazy busy for us because I do lots of working as a childminder, so I'm now getting ready for October half term, which is a couple of weeks away, and actually it's going to be really nice. I've only got a few children booked in, so although that's not great for earning money, it does mean like it can be really nice and relaxed. I think we might be able to get out in the car for a day, which is always nice because it means like you can go to the beach, or and I just think like it's lovely, like the kids can run around, we can go and get some donuts or something, and I always say like it's nicer when you can get out and explore other places, so I'm really looking forward to that, and the kids are looking forward to seeing their friends. I just love kind of the coziness of October actually. We've just had our house extension finished, and so our new lounge is all done, and our old lounge, to be honest, was a little bit minging. It's just like the flooring, we had like this old parquet flooring that had then not been very well looked after by the previous people, and then we equally didn't look after it, and we had like potty training children, and children with spilling, when they're little and they're like spill their drink all over the floor. It's just like, yeah, so it wasn't really a place where you wanted to sit. And now our new lounge is like so nice, so I just want to sit in there like all the time, literally. Like me and Josh like rush to do our jobs in the evening so that we can quickly sit down, because I just love it so much. And on a weekend I'm like, quick, do all the jobs, I just want to sit in my lounge and just be, and it's so nice. So I'm absolutely loving that in October. As I'm a Christian, and the thing I find difficult about October, particularly October half term, is that it's Halloween all around. We do not celebrate Halloween. I might do a separate video on why, if I can, put that down on paper. But it's really frustrating because like everything around is Halloween, and like you go in shops and it's Halloween, and then every single activity that happens in October half term is like Halloween themed. Even if it's not, even if it's like there's a petting zoo, it's like cuddle the lambs, Halloween themed. Like, how is that Halloween themed? Not cuddling lambs, it's the wrong time of year. Petting donkeys it was. But anyway, so here is our October update. I will start with Hope. So we've had these few issues about her GCSEs. What we've essentially decided is that next year she's going to sit her RE GCSE, and then she's just started the course to do her English language GCSE, but it's a 2-year course. So she's been sitting that on the £2 tuition hub, and we were hoping essentially that she could potentially do it over 1 year, because the woman on there, Diane, said that she potentially could, like it would be quite easy to not so. Anyway, but she's just started this. Now, a couple of issues we're having. It's not like a personal thing. So when I say she said that Hope could do it, she said like on the like a recorded video, oh, everyone could potentially do that and it would be quite easy, but it's not personal or tailored to you. So what she's struggling with is there's like homework set but no one to mark it. So and the idea, I think, is that like in the next lesson she kind of goes through it and marks it all together. However, that doesn't really like always happen. So like Hope's getting confused, and a lot of it is not like, here's the homework for today, this is the question. She just like mentions this thing, and then so Hope's getting a little bit confused. So anyway, this woman can't mark it because obviously she's got loads of kids in this lesson, which is fair enough. And so I said, oh, why don't we do it like with someone else then? But Hope absolutely loves her as a teacher. She thinks she's absolutely brilliant. So that's really good. So what I've done is I found another tutor who will just mark the homework and then can help Hope with the structure, because obviously if you're never going to have your homework marked, you never know how good you are, or you know where you can improve or how to structure the questions. So she's going to do that, and she's done one piece so far, and that's been really, really useful. So like today, Hope's got a 12-mark question to do for English, and she's got no idea how to structure it, whereas like when we've been doing the RE, the woman's been absolutely brilliant at saying, right, this is how you structure a 12-mark question. So we're doing that, and then Josh actually thinks that she might be ready to sit her maths next year, because she's actually getting on with it really well so far this year. So we'll just see how that goes, give it a couple more months, and then book her in. I need to work out when I need to book her in by for the private exams, but we'll see how that goes. So she'll definitely be doing 1 GCSE next year, hopefully 2 if she can. That would be the ideal. Friends wise, she's getting on. She has started this new youth club on a Friday night, and absolutely loves it, and loads of kids from our church are going too, which is really nice, and they're getting together and then having sleepovers, and then it's lovely when they meet up at church and then we're going to youth clubs together on Sunday mornings and stuff as well. So that has been so lovely, a real answer to prayer, because I've been praying that she'll make some really good Christian friends. So that's really, really lovely. On to Sam. My goodness, he is like a changed little boy. He has sometimes struggled with work. He just kind of wants to get it done as quick as he can, doesn't always put a lot of effort in to things that aren't like his special interest. Yeah, so if it's his special interest, he'll sit and research for hours and do loads of work for it and write pages and pages of work. But other things he's really struggled with, and often when he doesn't understand something, that really frustrates him, and then he finds it really hard to do the work, which actually I also have. So I get that. But he's been doing amazingly. So he's been doing kind of comprehension. I've been getting some comprehension from Twinkle for him, and he's been doing like year 8 English comprehension, and has literally, like, when I marked it, so he does it over 3 days because it's like it's a lot to write, and when I marked it, I thought that he'd copied the answer sheet, because it was almost word for word exactly what they wanted, like exactly their answer, and it was just actually amazing. He has done so well, and I think he's just now understood what they want to see on a comprehension answer, which is great. He's also been doing really well at his maths. He's doing pie charts and bar charts and stuff at the moment, and sometimes he gets frustrated with drawing because he hasn't got very good fine motor skills, so we thought, oh, he's going to get really frustrated this last week with that. But actually he did absolutely brilliantly, and he's been putting a lot of effort into the drawing and the colouring, and he hasn't just been like scribbling as quick as he can, and he's completely got it. And so Josh teaches them the maths like on a Monday morning and then leaves them work for the week, and then sometimes he goes through it with me. And so last week he just left like a sheet so that I could see what his answers were, essentially. And I didn't need it at all, because he just did so well. He is just really kind of settling into like the rhythm again of homeschooling life, and he just loves that. So that's really nice. And finally, the little one, she is really settling in. So we had a couple of weeks in September where she did brilliantly, then a couple of weeks where she was a little bit wobbly, and now it's October. She seems to have kind of really got into the rhythm. I mean, I get it for her, like she didn't understand what homeschooling is, and so I think she was like, oh, what's going on? But now she's really getting there. She's, you know, she often says she doesn't want to do work, but then she'll do it, you know, we'll sit, and she doesn't do loads. She does, I don't know, maximum I'd say of 45 minutes, an hour a day. And then she has other groups to go to and things. So like this last week she started some lessons. She did a maths lesson like in person. So obviously I do maths with her every day. Well, 3 or 4 times a week. But she then did this maths lesson in person and just got on really well. And she did this other thing called creative play, which is they just made like little things like origami things and things out of paper. And she absolutely loved that. She was like the best thing ever. So that was really lovely that I was able to like drop her off, because I wasn't sure how she was going to be. Obviously she's used to being dropped off because she's used to going to school, but at school they used to have to peel her off me every day, and I thought, oh, how is she going to be? And sometimes when you haven't had that for even a few weeks, it can be quite daunting. And obviously we've had the whole summer holiday, so like from July really she hasn't been doing that. So so actually she did really well and went in lovely and was like, oh, I love that, I want to do it again. So that was really nice. She we're doing Spanish, and she's doing really well, and she'll just randomly come up to me and go, hola, soy, and then say her name, or she'll start doing like the alphabet to me, and I'm like, this is brilliant. So she's really getting into it, and I think like with the things like the alphabet, I'm just trying to say it every now and then, not that I know, I'm also learning it too, but like I'm trying to say it to her every now and then so that she kind of understands. With her gymnastics, she's doing really, really well. She is kind of, so she was just kind of doing things that she wanted to do, but now each week she's going and then realising something that she can't do and then practising it at home, which is really good. So currently she's trying to perfect a handstand, which then Josh has been trying to do as well, which always concerns me because it's very different, like a 2 or 3 stone person falling than a like an 11 stone person falling. When you're an adult, you know, you just hurt yourself, like you hurt yourself and it hurts for like ever. Do you know what I mean? Like so I'm like, please stop doing handstands, Josh, this scares me. He did a bridge, this is like a few months ago. He went to his sister's house, and his niece is really good at gymnastics, and she did a bridge, and then he did a bridge, and it literally did his back in for about 6 weeks. I'm like, seriously, stop doing gymnastics. So yeah, like I feel like the littlest is really settling in now. She's got this little rhythm, she knows what she's doing. What she sometimes, 2 things she struggles with, which I'm trying to help her, is like the time and knowing what's happening. And actually my niece gave me some really good advice the other day. She's a TA in a primary school, and she was just said about like the now and next cards. So like you say what's going to happen now and then what's going to happen next, which I have used before in other settings when I used to work at a church, but actually I had never really thought of that for her. And so yesterday I wrote out everything we were doing with little pictures that I'd drawn, because some of it's really, I'm like, she can read but she can't obviously like read super well, so some of it she like wouldn't be able to easily read. So I did these little pictures and that really helped her. And I also bought yesterday a clock, because the only clock we've got is on our is a digital clock on our oven, and she gets really confused with that. And so I'm like, she's like, when can I do this? And I'm like, at 2 o'clock, and then she like has no idea that is, and then I'll say it's 14:00 when it says that, but then she has no idea, like it's very hard to tell her, for her to understand when that is. So I bought a clock with numbers on it, so hopefully Josh will put that up tonight, because I'm not trusted to hang things on the walls. Very sensible. And yeah, I think hopefully that will help her too. Right, I'm gonna go. It's my time to go into Starbucks with my laptop, do loads of work. But great talking to you guys. Hope you enjoyed that update. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.